Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Plan B Success. How many times have you felt you have so much to do and don't know where to begin? And you ponder on this for the next several minutes to hours, not starting anywhere, but just feeling rushed in your head, and yet, several hours later, you have hardly made a dent. Our brains are neither trained for multitasking nor do their optimal best when under duress. Try doing several things at the same time. Let alone doing, just process them in your head and you're bound to have decreased productivity, mediocre creativity, and push things barely done aside just to check the box. As a result, your work reflects on you as someone who's just a fraction of who could be. No one person has a singular priority. We all juggle multiple priorities. However, the difference is in how we can go about it. Multitasking is where your focus and attention are shared between multiple tasks at the same time, while managing multiple priorities has to do with creating an order of execution among them based on urgency or another priority need, and then going through them one after the other. This allows you to double down and give your best shot at each one, where all your faculties are focused on its achievement during that period when you're focused on it. Can you imagine the difference it can make in your output and outcome? When you learn to prioritize effectively, you're focused on each priority and treat your input on them equitably. Your focus is clear and on the task at hand. You learn to manage your time and effort effectively. You do not feel the burden of the lofty mountain of priorities to be met and know how to rearrange your physical and mental abilities around them. You also learn about what truly matters most in your execution plan. And of course, your creativity levels continue to thrive and show on each task at hand. As rhetoric as it may sound, establishing a clear action plan for the day and the week is always effective. You're telling your mind what to focus on, and as a result, it has the time to process and prepare to hit the ground running when the time comes to execute. Our time and attention span are limited, and it's your prerogative to use them judiciously. And yes, there will be times when multitasking is the only way to get things done, and in such instances, you may have to do just that. But so far as possible, it's best to prioritize and manage multiple priorities effectively. Implement what works best for you to increase your productivity and effectiveness. With multitasking, you switch back and forth between multiple engagements which have a demand on your cognitive abilities to distribute themselves. A conscious train of thought for multiple engagements is a difficult thing to achieve at the same time. However, one line of thought when tackling a single priority is the most effective for most people. While we expend a lot of energy in thinking and execution, with multitasking, more of such precious energy is lost in shifting focus from one to another at the same time. There's also the possibility of disorganization in your mental storage system, which is reflected in the loss of acumen, poor ability to recollect, higher stress levels, and lower cognitive abilities, many a time resulting in making more errors when executing. Sometimes, obvious cues are missed and creative triggers lapse. It also takes longer to get things done besides the quality suffering. Decision-making abilities are diminished with an increase in stress and dwindling creativity. While repetitive tasks do not take up much cognitive bandwidth and may be done alongside something that doesn't require your thinking cap, tasks requiring cognitive processing, absorption of information, and creativity to fire up need focused time and effort. Of course, Breaks elongate your ability to be productive longer. The simple mantra you can follow is to set clear priorities. Know what's important to get done now, tomorrow, this week, next week, and so on. Know where and what you should focus on based on a timeline you establish. Understand what takes more energy from your end to get done and what's easy to accomplish. What can be relegated for later or delegated to another? And what do you need to be heads down on? Where is the highest ROI for your time and energy? Break into tasks with deliverables. Instead of getting bogged down by multiple priorities vying for your attention, and more importantly, prompting you to multitask, break down work into accomplishable tasks with a timeline and output. Focus on such specific tasks or group them to get done. Take breaks in between and feel good about the outcomes accomplished. This motivates you to get more done without exhausting yourself. Oftentimes, it's the thought that kills you more than the act of execution. Task management. There will be tasks that need every ounce of your energy. Do them when you are at your best. Focus and do not leave until you're done or reach a viable respite point. Batch such tasks where possible to get them done together. Distraction management. We are surrounded by distractions, be it your phone, the internet, an idle chat, and so on. Consciously keep away from them when in the work zone. The more focused you are, the sooner you accomplish your goals and will have time for distractions later. Learn to focus in your zone and do not allow anyone or anything to disturb or distract you when engaged. Hey, I hope you liked this episode. Go check out the others and you'll find inspiring content there as well. And do share and subscribe and make sure you spread the word. Thank you.